Hey everybody, so this is a recipe for bear stock specifically. You can use it for any type of wild game, but basically this allows you to use as much of the animal as possible, the bones, the trimmings, any little scraps of meat that you may have left over after your butchering process. And it allows you to make soups, gravies, and other dishes using this stock as a base. So it's really great, it's really nutritious, it tastes amazing. I hope you enjoy. First of all, you have to start with some trimmed game bones. Alright, so I just pulled these bear bones that I trimmed up, but I left some of the meat on. And you can see all the drippings that have formed in the pan. So that was on 350 for an hour. Flipped it. Then I got some rough cut onions and garlic. We're gonna do coriander seed, bay leaves, thyme, black pepper, and some apple cider vinegar into this crock pot with some water, and we're gonna have it cook low and slow for a long time to bring out all those flavors from the meat. And then we'll strain it, and then we'll have our stock. So pretty excited. Got them in a bigger pot because it doesn't fit in the crock pot. Now I'm gonna add my water. Work smarter, not harder. Got it topped off with water. Looks pretty good. Start heating it. Alright, it's been about 10 hours. And cooling down my stock. The bacteria doesn't grow on it. And then we got a colander, strainer, and a bowl. We're gonna filter out all the meat and vegetables, which I'll probably keep. And then I'm thinking about blending it up, making a spread. So I'll get after it. Leaves us with all of our meat. I'm gonna strain it out a little finer and get some of those smaller bits of spice out of there. After filtering all the meat, bones, spices, we got some delicious stock. Gotta wait for it to cool in the fridge. Skim off all the fat, put that in my bear grease cans, and this stuff's gonna be money. Woo. All right, so Next up for the broth, I removed all of the fat off of the top of the bowl that I used to store it in the fridge while it cooled. And if you do it, I would recommend using like pitchers or large mason jars or large glass vessels or something like that. Something you can reuse and clean, but is a little bit thinner than a bowl. So now I'm gonna get started scooping the broth and pouring into these mason jars that I just picked up. You can pick them up for super cheap, either brand new, order some. I was doing this short notice, I didn't have any, so I just went to Goodwill and found some decent ones and some lids that still looked good. Sanitized them, and now I'm going to add the broth and probably throw them in the freezer and see how that goes. Yep, there we go. Here's your bear stock. And I got a little bit left. I might just drink that tonight before I go to bed. I like to use every part I can that's usable. So the fat right now also is rendering over there in a crock pot, and I'll check that in the morning. So it's been a 3-day process to get this bear all processed into the different products that I wanted to create with them. The meat I dropped off at the butcher today. That's getting made into summer sausage, bratwursts, and ground meat. And I kept myself a few roasts and the back straps cut into serving size pieces that I vacuum sealed myself, and those are in my freezers. That is almost a completely used bear. I would say the only thing that I missed was the liver and maybe the kidneys, but I haven't really learned much about those yet. Still not a big organ guy. I haven't figured out a good way to use them and how to make sure that they're safe to eat. So that's something I'll learn in the future though. Please subscribe if you like the video if you're interested in this kind of content. I just do it because I like it. I'm not trying to become an influencer or anything like that, but just trying to share these cool ideas and hunting and sustainability with everybody out there who's interested and who wants to listen and wants to learn. So one thing I just did a little research on, there's such thing as a freeze line on mason jars, which is this thin little line below the lip. So you want to fill it to this line right here. So be careful. You don't want to explode your mason jars because these things can last your whole life if you take care of them. All right, thanks everybody for watching. Really appreciate it. And if you want to follow and subscribe, I'd also appreciate that. My channel is Next Generation Hunter on YouTube, and my Instagram is @NextGenerationHunter. So I'll be posting all sorts of different content on that over the next few weeks and throughout the summer and probably into hunting season. So look forward to seeing you. Have a good one. Bye.